Hi Virgo, welcome to channel 143. I'm Antonia. This is a brand new channel of mine and a brand new venture. So let me give you a little bit of my background before I jump into this reading with you. I am a professional musician and I am also a shaman and Reiki master teacher of close to 17 years. I've worked with people all over the world, but primarily over the last 10 years, I've really exclusively just worked with clientele in the music industry just because those are the people that I come across in my day-to-day and in my full-time career. And I've never put myself out there like this as a healer before. It's really just been word of mouth. So this is brand new for me, but it is something that I've been channeling for quite a while to do. And recently, Spirit was telling me that I really needed to get this off the ground before 2019. So here we are. I'm really excited to be here with you and all of you guys tuning into this channel. And the way I'm going to structure this channel will be oracle readings per astrological sign. And if you're looking for something that's a little bit more personal, I am available for one-on-one readings as well as deeper energy healing work, shamanic soul healing. I'm available one-on-one for that in New York City. I also do distance healing and distance reading for those of you who are not local to me here. Okay, so let's jump into this. Virgos. October 15th. What's going on with Virgos? October 15th to November 1st. Ooh. It looks like some of you Virgos might be jumping into something new too. I don't know if this is a new business. It doesn't necessarily look like a new job, but it looks like maybe your career path is taking you somewhere different. Maybe it's a second job that you're taking on. It could also be charity work of some sort, but the message here is to focus on service. Whatever this new venture is for you, Spirit's asking you to be a conduit for some sort of help, some sort of collective healing. That's what's making me think of some sort of volunteer work. But this also applies to people entering into a new business. What's the core of it? You know, what's the purpose of this new business? Is it just to make money, or can you really help people with whatever message you can put out there, with whatever product that you're delivering? How you're going to interact with people, what makes your business different, and to focus on service. And for those of you that may apply to your current situation, well, one, I think it's an affirmation for those of you who do have that sort of specific message in the work that you're doing, as a thumbs up that you're doing a great job. Yeah. But also, even in your current business or your current focus, you can bring more of that sort of service-oriented intention to the table. What's making me think that this has to do with a new job is because we're pulling the change in direction card, okay? So you have focus on service, we have change in direction. Change in direction card, this can often be a move. This comes up often when people are relocating. Change in direction is a change in career. It could also be a change in family status, with the family card here too. Family status as in maybe a new baby. I do often see this come up when there's a new baby in the picture. Or fertility in the picture, but more so this has to do with redirecting your career in some capacity. Now, if you don't want to step out of the field that you're in and you have no desire to just like do some complete 180 work-wise, Spirit is definitely asking you to be a little more conscious in your work. How can you bring a little bit more inspiration, help to other people? How can you interact with people from a place of love, a place of healing? I know that sounds a little cliche, but you will find that your work's more fulfilling if what you're doing, if the intention and the core of what you're doing is to help other people in some capacity. So if you can work that in, you're going to see a lot of success. It's also going to impact your family status. So maybe this new job and this new venture is because there's a baby on the way. So now you're taking on that second job, or you're taking some risks because you know that, you know, it's crucial for your family to evolve your life in some capacity. For some of you, because you're taking the risk and because it will be successful to you, you will be able to expand your family. So there's definitely this family connection in relation to work. The Ocean. The Ocean card is in the middle of all of this. This means a couple things for you guys. First of all, if you live by the ocean, spend more time by the water. There's a little bit of a disconnect between you and Mother Earth right now in a grounding sense. You need to be a little more grounded, maybe a little more grounded in your approach to this new business. But also this has to do with cleansing. Some of you, this has been coming up for a lot of signs. I keep pulling this card for just about everybody so far. And the main message of Spirit is telling me to tell you is to cleanse yourself. Okay? Sea salt baths. If you're by the ocean, there's no better cleansing than that. Even just to be by the water, imagine yourself by the water. Maybe it's time to go on that vacation. Maybe you've been working really hard. The Reward Yourself card is following the ocean card. So this may be a good opportunity to take that vacation and to relax and to rewind and to detox. And that's your reward for all of this hard work. That's the reward for, you know, focusing on service at the core of this new venture, whatever it is that you're doing. But there's definitely a change in direction for you guys coming up. And I want to pull some clarifiers for these cards. Virgos. What are their general energies? Health, career, relationships. Here we go. Steady progress. I mean, steady progress and reward yourself. You guys are definitely working on something. Spirit's acknowledging that you're working and putting in probably a lot of hours, some risk here. Yeah, this is a great outcome card. You guys really are doing some great work. Whatever you're working on, whatever this new transition is in your life, whether it's the expanded family, the new baby, the new business, just the evolving, the current status of things, you know what this pertains to. This is a really great outcome card. Okay, this is a clarifier for the family card, but this is also being shown to me in the progression of cards. It's coming after steady progress. You have the reward, you have the family. Well, guess what? Now you have the marriage. It could be a business commitment. This could be an emotional commitment. Some of you guys in Venus clarifying families. Some of you who already have a family will now decide that marriage is the next step. Some of you, marriage is just in the cards because you're with the right partner. But there's definitely a really great energy here. And just in terms of completion and Spirit telling me that the work you're putting in, you've been very diligent, and now the rewards are really paying off for you guys. But there's definitely, I don't know, I'm getting babies here for you guys. You're not the only sign. Is it Libra? I think I was getting babies for a new baby. So if you're not trying to have a new baby, be careful. But I'm thinking for those of you this applies to, more so for you guys, it would be a calculated, planned, and probably something already in the works. So congratulations for those of you who are about to be welcoming a new baby into the family. How exciting. Let me get some clarifiers for you guys for the ocean card. You know, another message that I'm getting too is some of you are moving to the ocean. You're moving or to water. And it's going to be a very healthy move for you. You're probably going to see more prosperity. Your physical health, your mental, emotional health, spiritual health too. Ooh. Law of attraction. Part of being by the water, just being able to meditate. So as I was saying, your physical, mental, emotional, spiritual health will benefit from you making this move to the water. But there's also this law of attraction. Like, are some of you guys putting out to the universe that that's a change that you want to see come to fruition in your life? And if that's the case, keep doing it, because I'm seeing really good results here. Keep telling the universe, keep taking those steps, keep putting that energy out there, because maybe this new job is going to relocate you to this place you've always wanted to be, by the water, you know. Tack this up on, you know, your manifestation boards and or folders on your phone. What do you desire? This is another law of attraction card. So some of you guys are really consciously focusing on attracting new energies, new opportunities. I'm just seeing a lot of progress, you know. There's no issues coming up here, guys. If anything, you've already done a lot of the legwork. And I think your motivating factor, has been family, yeah, trustworthy guidance. Change in direction. So just as another affirmation, these changes that you're experiencing, these changes that you're trying to manifest, right? We have two manifestation cards. What do you desire and law of attraction are basically the same thing. You can't attract what you want into your life until you know what it is that you want. This is divine guidance. Whatever it is, for some reason, I mean, this could be a creative project, a writer, somebody working on a book, somebody writing music, a writer in some capacity creating something from the ground up. But even if it's not in a traditional creative field, there's definitely some divine inspiration here, or a lot of divine inspiration here, which is motivating and facilitating this move for you guys. I want to get a crowning card too here. Everybody in family, I feel like, is healthy. I feel like for a lot of Virgos, you have a lot of happy energy around family. Celebration. You're enjoying your time with your family. And also, too, if you've been working really hard, Spirit is telling you to spend a little more time with family. Maybe it's time to book that vacation. Yeah, Cupid is crowning this. You guys have a lot of love around you right now. But I feel like it's very grounded love. This doesn't feel like it's new love. This feels like connected family, marriage, your children, your life partner. If you are with somebody new, it looks like you're heading in the direction of having a family with this person. That the person that you're with very well could be, and most likely is, the one you're gonna marry. I mean, I'm getting this really strongly. Like, there's something more grounded though. If it's new love, then it's really powerful, intense, soulmate, high-level soulmate love. Like you've known each other in a past life, so it doesn't feel like it's new love to you. Does that make sense to you, Virgos? There's something more stable here in terms of relationships, and I do think for those of you who are seeking new love, we'll go into it a little more with the love deck. You have a lot of positivity around you, but this is going to apply more to those that already have the grounded, rooted family. Your family life, your personal life is greatly benefiting from the changes in your work life, which is really positive, because I think we all know that isn't always the case. But you guys have lots of good energy around you for that, and you're manifesting really consciously. Any other crowning cards? Ooh, yeah. Oh, I love when that happens. Just fly out. Okay. Okay, guys. So crowning. You have 3 crowning cards here. Crowning these messages, we have the Cupid card, opportunity to forgive, and assertiveness. At the core of everything, essentially, this was the primary card that we focused on. Focus on service. Spirit's asking you for love to be at the core of everything you're doing. Let love be at the core of all the decisions you're making with your family. Let there be an abundance of love in your interactions with your family, especially if there's been any sort of a disconnect with partners. Make a conscious effort toward a little more love at the core. Same with work, these new decisions. That's where you're going to find most of your career success if you can bring some of this love and some of this compassion, and instead of being, ego driven, really doing some sort of work that benefits more than just you. But what I'm also getting here, opportunity to forgive and assertiveness. I am getting that some of you may have already been through a little bit of a challenging time, especially with these crowning, and this may be why you're moving. There could be a bit of a separation, and you're like, I'm just gonna go live my life by the water now because that's where I want to be. But I'm not seeing too many separations. I'm actually getting that in partnerships you may have just come out of a difficult time. Some of the opportunities, even if it has nothing to do with family or romantic relationships, in business in particular, maybe you've had some disappointments. It's an opportunity to forgive right now. That thing that you really wanted to work out, that you were attached to, there's some sort of blessing in disguise there. It's going to be maybe a jump off for something that's more successful, that's more fulfilling. That job that's not really working out for you, there's a blessing in disguise there. There's a reason why you're coming across constant challenges, especially in the work front. Those difficulties, that's spirit asking you to entertain other options right now, okay? So it's an opportunity to forgive. Don't get so caught up in the anger or the aggressiveness, but be assertive. This has been coming up for other signs too. Assertiveness was also coming up in the Libra reading. So for those of you who also have Libra in your chart, those of you working with Libra, be cautious about how you react, okay? Right now, be very cautious about what you say. Be cautious in how you react to situations, especially situations that aren't entirely favorable. You're going to be a little tested right now. Getting this applies more to work, though, than family. But apply this to family too, I think. But you're gonna see this come up more in a work kind of situation. People are testing you, but you want to stay professional. Don't let anybody get the upper hand by you either flying off the handle or you being passive aggressive or being aggressive in any capacity. It's not going to get you anywhere right now. There's a time and a place, I guess, for that, but this isn't it, Virgo. So be the grounded Virgo that you are, okay? Be meditating, take your sea salt baths, on your bad days. Don't be in your head as much as you normally are. Be outside in the fresh air, but speak your mind. Like, get it off your chest for sure. If someone confronts you, you can handle it. But handle it in an assertive fashion without being too aggressive. Don't go the passive aggressive route. If you are too aggressive, even if you're right and you're too aggressive at this time, it's going to be used against you. Be careful. Play your cards right. I am also I'm getting for some, not for many. This is going to apply to a few of you though. This assertiveness and opportunity to forgive. Someone's being a little unfair to you at work. Whether that be a boss, maybe a coworker who's maybe been around a little longer than you, someone who is a superior to you in some capacity. They're not being super kind, Virgo. Whoever's coming to mind right now is who I'm talking about, like that first person who popped into mind. Let them go. It's an opportunity to work through some old karmas, I believe, that are showing up for you right now. Deal with them assertively so that these karmas don't have to resurface for you in a month or two or the next job. If you quit your job, don't be aggressive and abrupt about it. Give your 2 weeks notice. Look, I know my worth. I understand that this isn't working out for any of us, or I simply have chosen to create a better situation for myself, but do it the right way. Don't screw anybody over in your desire to move forward with your life, but it definitely looks like you need to be moving forward with your life in some capacity. And whatever that message you've been getting, that idea, that business idea, that place you want to move to, that's spirit talking to you, so listen to it. that's it for this part of the reading, Virgo. But we have some really good energy, you know, coming up. I think the most positive card that I'm seeing here is a change in direction. This can be pretty scary, especially as an adult, especially if you have a family to pack up and leave somewhere. But there's something so positive for you on the other side of this move. Take that leap of faith. Be responsible, be calculated like Virgos always are, but do it. Don't procrastinate. That's one thing too. The opportunities that are showing up for you right now that are divine, that the universe is supporting, but if you, you know, you're trying to cross all your T's and dot all your I's and you're being too much of a perfectionist about it, and are essentially procrastinating, the opportunity might not be there for you in a couple of months. So if it's what you want, figure out what you want. Truly go for it. This is a good time for you guys. And don't tolerate any of that, you know, BS at work, because I'm definitely getting a little bit of that. Let your past go. I'm getting let your past go. Ooh. Creative projects. I mean, let your past go. That's just another affirmation. You're moving on from something, Virgos, but it's good. You're supported right now. So don't hold back because of fear. You know, have a game plan. That's cool. That's great. That's, you know, that's the mature thing to do. But trust that you can handle it. You can. You're good, Virgos. All right, moving into the love portion of this, specific to love. This is going to tie in to the general readings because obviously family and love is coming up in that as well. But everybody always asks for the love reading. This will be for singles and for committed, partnered Virgos for October 15th. The Getting to Know Each Other card popped out. For those of you getting into new relationships, I mean, it's a great card, right? Be vulnerable. Don't be too afraid to be vulnerable. People are going to respect that about you now, and that'll be received really well. But what I'm getting very strongly for those of you in committed relationships, re-spark the flame a little bit with deep conversations. Spend a little one-on-one time. Go out on a date and really communicate with one another. I'm really seeing that's incredibly important for those of you who are in committed relationships. It will drastically help, even if nothing's wrong. Your relationship could be in an incredibly healthy place at this time. And I think you guys are mostly dealing with that. In terms, I mean, the family front looked really, really good for those of you in those really stable, committed bonds right now. But there's definitely a need to be communicating a little more. Share parts of yourself that you haven't shared, you know? Bring something a little, it is safe for you to love. Bring some of that newness back, you know? That exciting, like you're getting to know somebody and what are your passions, and ask each other intriguing questions, you know? Like, seek depth right now. That's the main message for you. Seek depth, especially for those of you in committed relationships. It's just going to do something incredibly positive for your relationship at this time and long term. Especially, I mean, if you're struggling a little bit, right there, you know, could be the key to fixing that. But it's worth waiting for it is safe for you to love. So those of you, like I just said, getting to know each other, my single Virgos, trust this. Trust that it's okay to be vulnerable right now. It is safe for you to love. There's somebody that you've been waiting for a long time who's showing up now or has showed up. Children. This person may have children of their own already. You guys may be discussing children. But again, I got the children card in the other spread. I really think some of you guys are welcoming a new baby. I'm so excited. If that's the case for you, congratulations. Like, I'm sending you so much love, and I'd love to hear about it. all about it, and how excited you and your family are for that big change. The love is looking so good for you, Virgo. So good. It is safe for you to love in the middle of this, at the core of this reading. What an incredibly important card for you to pull. I mean, how often has that not been the case? So you waited for the right person. You've made yourself, allowed yourself to be vulnerable. And now you're being rewarded with great love. But I am seeing, pay attention to the red flags. Okay. Pay attention to the red flags as a clarifier for the worth waiting for card, okay? What Spirit is telling me to tell you is this. There is a wonderful relationship around the corner for you if you're single. There is. You might be entertaining small little relationships that last a month or two. It's not worth your time. There's somebody coming into your life that truly, truly is worth your time. Let me not belittle like the small relationships. There's a lesson to be learned in all of it. And if you're having a great time and you're learning something new, it's bringing joy to your life, great. But you know, like there are just some people who aren't meant to stay, and that's fine. Pay attention to the red flags. If red flags are showing up, it's time to free yourself from that person. Why? Because the person that is worth waiting for will be the love of your life. Do you get that? Weed some people out right now if you need to. If red flags are showing up, pay very close attention. They may be small little red flags, okay? But red flags nonetheless. It is safe for you to love, but also be conscious about who you're allowing into your life. If you need to weed people out at this time, it's a great time to do it because you have incredible love around the corner. Love. Children. Keep an open mind as to who this person may be. Don't be too controlling about what it needs to look like. Let the love of your life show up in whatever form they need to show up in. They may have a different career. They may have a different look. They may be foreign to you in some capacity. It's all good. But anybody who isn't trustworthy at this time, especially if they have a track record of being disloyal in any capacity, like you need to cut that out very quickly so this other positive person can come in. However, for those of you in the committed bond, I mean, there's so much good energy here. You already know that you're with the one. That's why you're building a family with them. It's safe for you to trust that. There's also a trust card that the situation is truly, truly good for you. To pay attention to the red flag and free yourself. That's going to be for a small number of you. So don't read into that too much if you're in a happy, healthy relationship. I'm not telling you to get out of it. But you know, some of you, the ones where the person keeps repeating the bad behavior and it's bad behavior. Let it go. Stay optimistic about your love life. Okay. So obviously some of you are struggling a little bit in the love department, especially for those of you who are dealing with some of the bad behaviors. Stay strong to your boundaries. Cut people out who are not worth your time. If they're not treating you with respect, they're being disloyal. Even if there's just a little bit of shade, even if it's nothing crazy, it just isn't in alignment with the core values that you want and need in a relationship, you need to let them go. And that's a process, and that's difficult for all of us to do, but stay optimistic. Because this one is right around the corner for you. And part of that has to do with this move, this change, this move. I don't know if you're going to start a new business and maybe you're going to meet a new business partner. You open a new business and someone who walks in as a customer winds up being the love of your life. You move to a new location. For sure you're going to meet new people. It's a very high likelihood that some new love will come in for you. Crowning card here. The Virgos. overall. Virgo. Soulmate. So many of you are with your high-level soulmate. Not the typical soulmate. We have lots of soulmates that come and go in all forms. Friendships, family, you know, romantic relationships. That's not the kind of soulmate I'm talking about. This is the high-level soulmate. You're having a family with, you're having children with, and you've done it. You have achieved something that the majority of people are still trying to achieve, so congratulations. You're very settled. Family looks so good. I think Virgos, especially coupled Virgos, are mostly very happy right now. And the getting to know each other card is just to stay connected, you know? There's no problems. You guys are great. It's very grounded. Or if you're watching this because you're dating or married or you're with a Virgo in some capacity, they're very stable for you right now. I'm just getting a lot of stable energy here. Any other crowning cards here? Healing family issues. Okay. Well, if you guys do have some family issues, they're all going to be healed now. There's so much positivity. And the bottom of the deck is new love, okay? But let me come back to that. For those of you who have a little bit of an issue, communicate. Talk to each other. I'm telling you, this is the core of what's going to heal this. I'm still not seeing anything that's so drastic, but there may be some karmic elements coming up. Now, if there's anything that's reminding you of your childhood or those patterns that repeat from our parents or any of that coming up, try not to take that out on your partner. This is just the universe presenting an opportunity for you to work through some karmic stuff. If you're in a coupled relationship, don't let that get in the way of something that is otherwise really positive. Just do the work. Acknowledge what it is and work on it. By working on it, you may have to establish healthier boundaries with the partner you're with. That will be hugely beneficial for you. But more than anything, whether you're having issues or you're not having issues, talk to each other. There's something so incredibly important about this message for you guys. Obviously, communication is important, but some sort of reconnection. It might be in the conversations that you're having that you realize that your partner's ready to have a family with you. Think about how life-changing that is. You didn't know, but they're your soulmate. Maybe you haven't been together long enough where you're not even sure if that conversation's appropriate to have yet. But this is a soulmate connection. You guys have been together before, okay? So your 5 months is gonna feel like a couple years to you. You know what I'm talking about, Virgo. If that feels like on point with, that's who I'm talking about with this. That conversation may not be because there's an issue. That conversation may be a jump off for you guys taking a relationship to the next level. I'm so happy for you guys. I'm so happy for you guys. I'm with a Virgo. I'm very happy to see these coming up because what better energy than for Spirit to tell you that you're with the right person. The right person to start a family with. The right person to be with for the rest of your life. I mean, how beautiful is that? So, Virgos, the work you're doing is great. Take that leap of faith when it comes to work. Don't stay stuck in the negative situations with the boss who's abusing your time or isn't being respectful, isn't paying you enough money, whatever the case is. Make sure you have healthy boundaries at work. Make sure you have healthy boundaries in your relationships. Communicate without being aggressive, but be assertive. Be on point. But stay grounded, okay? You guys have so much positivity coming in. Oh, and bottom of the deck, how could I forget about this? New love for you guys. I'm telling you, if you're single, you have new love, wedding, and true love, okay? I want you to look at this. Whether single or coupled, this is massively good energy, and my cat's about to step on my cards. Hey. Hey, baby, you want to say hello? I'm a cat mom. I mean, I'm so in love with this guy. Family is all over this. You guys are so good. You've met the one. You're settling down. For those of you meeting the new this, okay? So stay open. It's safe for you to love. And enjoy this great new energy coming into your life. Thank you guys for tuning in, and I'll see you for November 1st. Take care, guys. Ciao.